Michael Jordan's mansion under contract, $500 Trader Joe's tote bags, and Diddy's financial woes. Today, I read an article on foxbusiness.com written by Pillar Arias titled, "Viral Trader Joe's tote bags reselling for as much as $500 are back in stock at stores." According to the author, the small bags are going for hundreds on the secondary market, but they were spotted in a Rockville, Maryland store on Wednesday for $2.99 each, according to TikTok user Nina Daniels. Apparently, the store will only allow people to purchase 5 tote bags, and they have a person monitoring the tote bags in the store. Here are my thoughts. I really don't get this. It's just like the limited edition Stanley insulated cups that people were going crazy for this past year. I previously talked here on the channel about a girl who got made fun of at her school because her mom bought her an insulated mug that wasn't manufactured by Stanley. I think it is sick that our society is this petty. If you need a certain tote bag or certain brand cup to fit in, then you may have some underlying self-esteem issues. Buy what makes you happy. Buy what you need that serves a particular purpose, but don't follow the crowd, especially if that means spending money that you don't have. Spending $500 for 4 tote bags on eBay is just dumb in my opinion. When this fad ends, you will probably have a hard time selling those at a garage sale for 50 cents. It's like the Cabbage Patch dolls back in the 1980s. People were paying crazy money on the secondary market for those. Now you can find them sitting around collecting dust on the shelf at Goodwill. What do you think about these Trader Joe's tote bags? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I read another interesting article today. This one was on yahoo.com, put out by People, and written by Natalia Sanan-Ayaki, titled, "Michael Jordan's Illinois mansion is reportedly under contract after 12 years on the market." According to the author, this property is under contract as of Sunday, September 15th. It was originally listed back in March of 2012. The home is 56,000 square feet. Here are my thoughts. This is an interesting house. I've seen videos and pictures of it in the past. When it went up for auction many years ago, you could get qualified as a bidder with a financial statement and then tour it. I had thought about doing it because the starting bid was pretty low. Michael Jordan ultimately canceled the auction before it happened. I'm guessing the auction company didn't get enough qualified bidders. It's a very modern looking home. It has been remodeled since he originally built it. While it is modern, there are some vintage doors in one of the rooms that came from the original Playboy Mansion. This type of home takes a very unique buyer in my opinion. 56,000 square feet is no joke. A friend of mine has a home that is over 30,000 square feet. He has 2 full-time W-2 employees to maintain it. He told me it costs approximately $600,000 per year for the property taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance, security, and the 2 W-2 employees. He said the utilities, depending on the season, cost between $5,000 and $15,000 per month. Not a lot of people want that kind of financial overhead. There comes a point when it just doesn't make sense unless you are entertaining a lot. Many people with homes this large only use a small number of the rooms, such as the bedroom, living room, kitchen, and one of the bathrooms. Michael Jordan's house in Illinois would be pretty cool to own because of the history behind it. Think about how many famous basketball players spent time in that house. Think about the amazing parties that were likely hosted there. With all that said, is it worth how much it is going to cost to operate that home? I'll let you answer that question in the comment section below. The next story is about a guy who probably won't be buying Michael Jordan's mansion, or any mansions for that matter. I read this on yahoo.com, put out by She Knows, and written by Kristen Burt, titled, "Sean Diddy Combs is reportedly facing a financial crisis amid his indictment." According to the author, it is going to cost Diddy a pretty penny to defend himself against serious charges. The legal bills are reportedly mounting quickly, and he may have significant financial issues already. He listed his Beverly Hills estate for $61.5 million. Now here's the most interesting thing in this article. Diddy offered up a $50 million bail proposal package that includes his $48 million Miami property and his mother's $2 million residence as collateral. My question is, why did he have to offer up his mother's $2 million residence as collateral? Does he not have the wealth that everyone thinks he has? Forbes estimated his net worth at $400 million as of June. If that's true, why did he have to offer up his mother's $2 million residence? I would never want to offer up my mother's residence for anything. Why would I ever want to do something that potentially impacted her financial security and standard of living? I wouldn't. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. One commenter said, he's probably spending a ton on bribes to keep people quiet. The next commenter said, he'll be all right. The money he's got stashed in offshore accounts will be safe. The next commenter said, he will not need a lot of money in prison. Here are my thoughts. If he goes to prison, he will need money. I previously talked about prison commissary inflation that is impacting inmates. The prices of things that inmates want to buy are going up quite a bit. Do a search online and read about the Marshall Project. They found a 66% markup on commissary goods in Nevada. Prisoners who work while incarcerated don't earn much per hour. They'd have to save up for quite a while to have the money necessary to buy a lot of items at the commissary. I'm curious if you know anyone in prison. If you do, have they talked about commissary price inflation? If so, tell me about it in the comment section below. On the topic of jobs, there are several strikes being talked about in the news today. Apparently, the largest port on the U.S. East Coast in New York and New Jersey is prepping for what could be the first union strike since 1977. I read an article on CNBC.com written by Lori Ann LaRocco. According to the author, over 85,000 port workers are represented by the International Longshoremen's Association, which is the largest union in North America. A strike could shut down 5 of the 10 busiest ports in North America. Apparently, close to half of all monthly U.S. imports would be impacted, representing billions of dollars in trade. Here are my thoughts. I hope the union is able to negotiate terms that are agreeable to everyone. I'm sure the work is not easy. People should be paid a livable wage and earn good benefits. We don't need to see imports being impacted by a strike. I can just see car dealerships telling people the high prices are due to the port strike. Some dealerships are still trying to convince people that COVID-era supply chain problems are why they don't have inventory and why the prices on vehicles are non-negotiable. It will be interesting to see what happens with this potential strike. I also saw in the news today that the UAW may strike at Ford and Stellantis. There's a lot going on in the American labor market these days. I wish all these workers the best. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.